What's going on, guys? Hope everybody's having a great day. We are playing some Dragonheir Silent Gods. This is a sponsored video, so huge shout out to Dragonheir for sponsoring the video. You can download the game using a link in my description as well as the pinned comment. There's also a promo code for you guys to enter, so be sure to enter it while it is still active. The game is available on Windows as well as Mac. You can get it on Epic and Steam players as well as iOS and Android mobile platforms. Now, in this video, we are on season 2. So if you're on season 2, you will have this champion. But I want to kind of talk about an epic champion that I have that has been extraordinary for me, and that is Seidic or Seidic, right? He's an Ice Blast hero. I don't have an Ice Blast DPS legendary, but I have this guy, and he is actually putting in work for me pretty much everywhere. So let's take a look at his kit really quickly. It's very similar to a lot of the Ice Blast kits. A lot of them seem similar to me. If we look through all of their kits, for the most part, they seem a bit the same. They all have a very similar passive. So if you have ice crystals after casting a battle skill, they cast it again and consume 1 stack of ice crystal. His skills also have a 50% chance of ignoring 30% of the enemy defense, so he can do a ton of damage, especially when he's ignoring defense. And if you get that proc to proc his battle skill a second time, it's just more defense ignored. Like, this dude's damage ceiling is pretty high. I haven't seen it yet, obviously, because I don't have him maxed out. We don't have legendary gear yet, but we should be getting that soon. But his battle skill is solid. It hits 3 times, each dealing 80% attack cold damage. So you're gonna get 240% damage there. If you get the repeat, obviously that's just over 500, which is pretty solid. 500% attack. It'll be a 6 hitter. The skill damage stacks up by 10% each time it's cast in battle, so up to 10 stacks as well. So every time he uses battle skill, increases the damage. You can get some ridiculous damage out of this battle skill, which is why sometimes I tested him with eyeball as well as the manticore statue, which increases the damage that the battle skill does. I feel like this could be a much better artifact on him, so we'll probably run it with that on him, because we're going to get into a run in a moment. But this battle skill can do some ridiculous damage, and it's going to be hitting multiple times throughout the rotation. So we'll get this twice during a vortex rotation, and his ultimate ability deals 720% attack cold damage to enemies within range, with a 75% chance of gaining 1 stack of ice crystal. Now, if you don't have this champion, I also use Nord, who is, he's not as good, but he is pretty good. Obviously, he has a similar passive. Gonna get a chance to use that battle skill twice. He doesn't ignore defense, but when he does deal damage, there's a 20% chance of granting 1 stack of ice crystal to Ice Blast ally with the highest attack other than this hero. So he can help you out to enable someone else as well. He's he can do damage for you, but he's also an enabler. Not quite the same as Seidic, but Seidic is pure just DPS, right? So this is what I have on him at the moment. He has okay stats, 3k attack, little bit of crit, not much crit damage, a little bit of skill haste. And let's actually switch him to the manticore statue right now, and we'll try to do a run with the manticore statue on. But we're going to be running an Ice Blast team in vortex, and obviously I have Shenna here. I got lucky with my summons at the start of the season, but you can use other enablers. We have Nord will do it. Bledin also grants stacks of ice crystals to an Ice Blast ally there. So you can easily use like this guy. He's solid. Nord can also grant you stacks of Ice Blast as well. She just does a great job of it. So let's go ahead and go into Vortex and just see how much damage this guy can do. We are on day 12 now, but we're doing difficulty 2, and we should probably actually beat it and be on difficulty 3 for tomorrow. Try to get an opportunity to take advantage of this bonus before it gets too specific, because we don't have like multiple teams built up. So let's go ahead and see how much damage these guys are going to do. I'm actually running 3 Ice Blast champs in here with just a Nathaniel and a Rose for support. So Rose is going to be providing us with some heals and attack penalty. We're going to get a shield from Nathaniel as well as some heals, increased defense. Rose is also going to be able to provide us with recharge speed penalty, which helps us a little but not a ton here. And everybody else is just going to be pretty much providing damage or enabling Seidic to do more damage. So let's go ahead and just run it. How I have it set up, actually the skill timings is Rose is going to place decrease attack or attack penalty right before the boss uses the big AoE smack. And basically this attack penalty is going to last for 10 seconds. So at 21 seconds it's going to trickle over into that 11-second mark. We should have a attack penalty for the big smack and for the smack on the tank. Rose is actually tanking for us. I have my Ice Blast champs going after that, because Rose is also wearing the crown of the unclean, so that we can get defense penalty, and the Ice Blast champs will go after her every time there. We have Nathaniel kind of going right after attack penalty goes down. I could delay him a bit more. Actually, we could decrease it a bit more, but this is just to make sure we have the shield for about half of the battle at least, right? So we have the shield for a good bit of time. But let's go ahead and run it. Whoops, and he doesn't have an artifact on. He's missing. I know exactly what he is missing. So let's go ahead and put the chest on him, and then we will run it and see just how much damage Seidic will do for us. And so this is gonna run full auto. The champs are gonna pretty much do exactly what I need them to do, right? You'll see here everyone is waiting, everyone is delayed. We are waiting until we get into about this point, and you need to have your attack penalty champ at 21 seconds because there's a delay with the boss's ultimate, so you get like a second of a delay. So at 21 seconds it's actually perfect window for you to get attack penalty up before this smack, and then have it be up or expire like right around time he uses this ability here when he attacks your tank. So as you can see, all of the Ice Blast DPS are gonna go after that, and Seidic is gonna do some crazy damage. I tested it out already, and I also tested it with another support in to see like if the issue is longevity or if we need to just be doing more like damage per turns. And damage per turns was the better option because we get a lot more damage out when I bring 3 Ice Blasts rather than, you know, bringing in another support, trying to keep the comp going longer. No, we just got more stacks of the boss's total damage and less damage of our own. So that's why I'm running 3 Ice Blast champs here. On the higher stages, I'm not sure how well this is going to work out. We might need to bring in someone else as a support. Nathaniel obviously not, you know, in this elemental affinity, so ideally I would be able to bring in someone else who is either ice or radiance to support this team, but right now it's fine. So I'm gonna let this damage just run up, and then I will come back towards the end of the run and we will see exactly how much damage Seidic will do. As you can see right now, he's doing like 50% of the damage. Shinna and Bledin, they're kind of, you know, around similar. Shinna doing definitely more damage than him, but we'll come back at the end and see what the total damage is. So we are coming towards the end of the run, and as you can see, we've already met the mark for, this is difficulty 2 of the boss, and he's at 130 stacks of total, was it total bonus damage, total damage bonus. But we've got what we need, right? So we can move on to difficulty 3 now. The team is still alive, but we don't need to be doing this. I'm only going over for we should be getting like alliance points or something like that for the most damage we do. So I'm gonna just let it run until it runs out. But as you can see, Seidic putting up about 5 mil damage by himself, so he's doing the bulk of this damage, 50% of the damage with that 5 mil, and everybody else is, you know, contributing of course in their own way. We just hit the 10 mil mark. Nice. So this actually worked out really well. This is a huge improvement from what our damage was yesterday when we hit the boss. I believe yesterday we were only able to hit 7.2 or something like that. So to add 3 mil damage on top of that, just from some proper skill timing and getting champs to 5 stars obviously helps. I'm gonna go ahead and save this damage just because it's good enough. But Seidic, amazing, epic, guys. I'm so happy I ended up pulling this guy. Also happy I, you know, pulled the other champs I pulled as well. But really happy about this guy. The ignore defense is just huge. It is a huge just thing to have in a kit for a DPS champion. So once we get some better sets, we'll be able to really come in and get some big damage up. I can't wait to see what kind of numbers this guy could put up and what his ceiling is like. But that's going to be all for this one, guys. Let me know what comps you are using in Vortex for this season. If you are on season 2, if you're on season 1, I'd like to know as well. We're all waiting for season 3, and like I said, I'm on, you know, login day. We're on login day 12 now, so in a few days, hopefully I'll be able to push the max on difficulty 3, but we'll see how it goes. We definitely have to farm some legendary gear, and I believe I should be able to upgrade my workbench soon to my foraging bench to get legendary gear. So actually no, we have to wait. Yes, so I'm gonna explore this, and we're gonna get our legendary gear and try to farm some legendary sets. That is going to be exactly what we need to do. But that's going to be all for this one, guys. Thank you for watching. As always, be sure to download the game using the link in my description as well as the pinned comment. And until next time, subscribe to the channel, like the video. I would greatly appreciate it. Be good and be well.